Coach, you're coming off a victory in week 1 over Mercyhurst. That has to be a good feeling as you head into prep against Ashland, knowing that you're 1-0 and you got that first win under your belt.
Yeah, one of our goals is to win that first game. Obviously, to achieve some of the things you want to achieve, you want to play well and feel good about it. There's a lot to have learned from that experience, and we hope that we improve a lot from game 1 to game 2.
You mentioned that you want to make improvements. Of course, being the coach, you're going to be the message every single week. But last week you mentioned you're going to play 3 quarterbacks. All 3 of them played, and they looked pretty good doing so.
Yeah, I was really discouraged by Rob and Sandy not picking up the fact that Trinidad was in there for 2 plays, and they thought it was my leak. They very, very rarely miss that. So, but yeah, it was Trinidad, and he played well, and Carson played well, and my league played well. So, it's 3 skilled guys with the capacity to do some special things. So we're excited about all 3 of them.
What are you most looking forward to in this week 2 game against Ashland? First road game as well.
Well, we've been really well. We've done well on the road. So our guys have really taken, the mantra that you got to bring your best on the road, and so we've been able to do that. And we're just playing a team that's always gritty, always plays hard, always really well coached on both sides of the ball and special teams. And so, they're going to bring it. We know that, we've got a target on our back, and we've got to bring it every week, and so should be a great game.
And just talk about Ashland, as you're just saying everything you just said right now. Did you get a chance to look at what they did in their first game and a little glimpse of the stuff they do, and what are your thoughts about their performance and them entering in here?
Yeah, we watched them, of course. They lost a tough one to IUP, who's, a playoff team. And so, ironically, it was, it was a rematch from their playoff loss in a really close game, and IUP scored on a pass play, just over a minute to go to win the game. So it was a really tight one, really hard-fought victory for IUP, but Ashland really showed a lot of promise, and I think they're going to be a huge challenge for us.
And as we were talking about this little bit of a hot weather, what you guys are enduring here yesterday and probably tomorrow as well, isn't that sometimes good preparation, even going for a road when you're going further a little down south?
Yeah, I will never complain about hot weather, so you can't get me to say anything bad about hot weather. So I'll complain a lot about cold weather, but I know somebody said that at practice when we're doing our walkthrough before practice. Somebody said, hey guys, let's just embrace it, because in 3 weeks we'll probably be freezing. So you never know here, right?
And just talk about, obviously you guys came off on a very impressive win last week, and you talk about improvements. What are just the little things that you think you guys could tighten up and going forward, especially when it comes to the bigger matches?
Yeah, you always look at a couple of simple things. One is turnovers. If you watched college football last night, you saw Clemson have critical turnovers, sad critical turnovers. Probably, I'm not speaking for Coach Sweeney, but probably one of the worst, most unfortunate games he's probably coached. And so that's the nature of football. You work all year to get ready for a game, and then you got unfortunate things like that. So we had a couple. We don't want to have them that way again. A couple unfortunate penalties, that we need to fix. A couple guys had dawn patrol because of the penalties they had that were mindless penalties. And then, just tweaking some things with the system. Our defense is frustrated that we didn't play great on 3rd down and 4th down. They move the chains in situations that they shouldn't. And so those are all big factors. Again, I said to you guys before last week's game, the unknown is kind of scary. You get paranoid, and they had a pretty crafty quarterback and a pretty cool system for their capacity to move the ball, and we weren't ready for it because we had very little knowledge as to what they were going to do. So they took advantage of some things, and it'll be a good learning environment for us.
So the team put almost 700 total yards up last week. Is that something you guys are looking to do, like eclipse that 700-yard mark in weeks?
Well, we only had 55 plays, so and our time of possession was very minimal as well. So, if we had the ball more and had more time with the ball, obviously we could have, put a big number up. Not to say that number wasn't big, but we want to use our firepower. We want to spread the ball around. We want to get the ball to Xavier Wade, Tyrese Thompson, C.J. Jefferson, the 3 quarterbacks running the ball, the running backs, which we had a bunch of those guys carry the ball, Brady Rose, Omari O'Brien, Deion Small. There's just a lot of guys that can really make plays, and so we want to do that. Yeah, I didn't mention Jeremiah Housey, who had a touchdown, and James Gilbert had a great catch. So a lot of guys on offense that can do things, and we're just trying to spread the ball. And we've got a more experienced offensive line, so it makes it easier for us in all respects.
And as you're talking about all those names on offense, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are having a lot of fun on offense and mixing things up, and I'm sure it's been very enjoyable, right?
Yeah, it's fun when you execute. We still left some things out there. We missed some big opportunities in the pass game. So open guys that we missed, and so there's obviously room for improvement. But yeah, we're just try to get the ball to those guys and let them make plays, and they did a very, very nice job of it last weekend.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck this weekend.
Thank you, guys.